with everything going down with society in America, it's time for an update. Is it hard to be black in 2021? Now, all of us brothers here at the table of different melanated levels. I'm butterscotch. He's Twix chocolate. He's the caramel. And he's the caramel too.
I guess.
Yeah. Caramel for sure.
I ain't no caramel.
A lot of different flavors. Hey, we gotta have a real talk, bro. Is it really hard to be black in 2021? Because there's we've been through a lot as black people. And a lot of our ancestors had to go through some real savage shit in order for us to be here today. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Business owner, Jody's Corner, studio set, YouTube, family, donations, people showing love, building it, growing it. I bought a new lens for camera number 2, so now camera number 2, that wide lens is gonna look really good.
Fire.
Another
Upgrade.
lot of money down the thing. I had a lot of issues in my life when it comes to my heritage. Most of it had to do with racism from the Latina side, the Latin, Hispanic side of my family. A lot of the Hispanic side of my family as a kid, I didn't really associate with because we were the black kids. When we came over, we were always ones stealing something. When anything came up missing, they blamed us. They mistreated us. They didn't give us the same, like we couldn't get Jack in the Box. We would just have to make a sandwich. When other kids in my family would have Jack in the Box, on my mama's side, the Hispanic side, they treated us like outcasts. They were racist. My mother's side of the family are racist people. That just is what it is. Hispanics in general don't like niggas. I don't understand it. Besides the fact
the
that
older ones.
I understand that.
Yeah, it is. It is the older ones.
Even to this day, bro, Hispanics are colorist. They're colorist.
Yeah.
When you're born with darker skin, they treat you like shit.
Facts.
Where does that shit come from?
I agree with that.
That shit is freaking
bro.
weird, bro.
The white man.
I got a prime example to this shit, bro. This happened to me actually yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was out with my sis, and we were trying to take my little niece to the bathroom, and in the area that I asked this lady like, hey, can we go? Where's the bathroom at? She said you could go right here. Go up in there. There's a bathroom in there that should let you in. I said okay, cool. We go up in there. My sister whatever about it. The lady literally, as soon as she sees my sister's face, that black face is just literally. I know what kind of people you are. You can't come in here. You're not about to take nothing. So she's like, wait, what the hell are you talking about? She was like, all I'm trying to do is take my glam daughter to the bathroom. She said, no, you're not coming in here. You're not coming in here. She turned straight into a straight Karen version, bro. Like a Hispanic version, though. She flipped out. She was disrespectful. She lied. Then said she was going to call the sheriff department on my sister. Yeah. And I told her, you're a liar. Yeah. How did she push you? How did she do anything like that? Yeah. We called for the manager. The manager like, yeah, she's a temp here. She has problems or whatever. But automatically she assumed, she said, no, I know you're kind. I know what you about. Automatically straight racist. The other lady that came, she was like, she's probably from the old age from the Hispanic. She's ignorant, my sister's like, she seen that I was a black woman, and she said, no, I know you're kind. It was straight racist. It was straight disrespectful. And it was just, I couldn't believe what happened. That shit was fucking bananas.
You know they're kind. Lace front wearing. Cheap shot.
That's real, bro. It's true. Like, to add to what to your experience, I have an experience of my own, but I don't want to make this completely about why Hispanics and blacks don't get along. I'm just trying to say I'm a product of two minorities and one who hate each other.
I have seen it.
I don't feel like blacks hate Hispanics as much as the Hispanics hate the blacks.
This is true.
That's from my experience. I feel like
mine too.
I feel like it's reciprocated. I believe generational and culturally Hispanics don't like black people.
Yeah. I agree.
And I believe that blacks respond with violence towards Hispanics in response to their original racism.
Yeah. I agree with
Get
that.
it?
Yeah, but I don't know about that one. But yeah,
Okay. Well,
the first one I definitely know for sure. I've seen that.
I agree with that.
Okay, so yeah, so that's where we're at. So me growing up in poor in LA, South Central Los Angeles, and the housing system and shit, I've experienced a lot of things that a lot of black people experience in poverty, bro. But the only times in my life where I've experienced like real true hardship when it comes to the color of my skin was with my own freaking family on my mama's side, the Hispanics, and the police. Those are the only times. And there's a couple of times here and there. One time I was on the bus, and this white lady didn't want me to be next to her. This old 90-year-old white. She was clearly a racist bitch. She was like 90-some years old. Get away from me! All the time. But most of the time where that was effective, it's police and it was the Hispanic side of my family, bro. So I feel like the police are under attack. Defund the police, restructure the police, retrain the police. If these things actually happen, bro, and it comes to a point where interacting with law enforcement no longer terrifies the shit out of us as black people, I feel like it's just awesome to be black in 2021, my nigga. Everything about this shit is tight, nigga. The culture, fashion, the music, the swag, status, the look, the feel. And I'm not knocking Asians or whites or anything like that. Y'all have your own reasons for why I love y'all. I don't know what it's like to be y'all. But I'm just only saying, like, God dang, it feels good to be black besides that. It's outward manifestations that oppress us that make us feel that type of way, bro. I just feel like if police is corrected, bro, I'm good. I mean, then you got gentrification. You got school segregations. And it definitely exists still.
It still
zoning,
exists. Yeah,
it's called
it does.
zoning. They zone the shit out of you. They want your nigga kid over here with these white folks.
Yeah.
All that still exists. The county, jobs, all that stuff is harder to navigate while black. But I'll deal with that shit. It's getting better. So long as the police get that shit under control, bro. So I don't think
Triple combo.
it's it's not hard being black in 2021. But yes, it's harder than any other race in this country to be yourself in 2021.
Fair enough.
It's hardest being black in 2021. That's where I'm at.
Fair enough.
I feel like it is hard to be black in 2021 because, look at it, bro. Every time you turn around, there's always a situation. Either a black person's getting killed, either a black person's getting beat up. I just watched a video where a cop was accusing a person for having something that was going on, and the other cop was holding him while his partner was beating him up. And the dudes were throwing trash cans at the cops because they stood that shit was wrong. They was the dude kept punching him, beating him up. If they didn't come in and throw the trash can, he probably would have knocked him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? It's if a black guy could walk down the street, and if a white person or any other, let's just say, ignorant race that assume it, they would say, oh, he's up to something. All he's doing is walking, minding his own business. People still to this day do that. We always talk about we got this Black Lives Matter, but somewhat, y'all, this shit don't mean nothing because they still ridicule us. They still beat us down. They still throw shit in our face. The respect that you still have, even when it comes to jobs, some people are only getting a certain job because they're black. That's not cool. You should get the job because you're good because of the skill or your training, you know what I'm saying? Or your character, not because you're black, not because of your color. And it's still going on like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit needs to change. It's hard, though, because, as a black man, you afraid when you walk outside, are you going to make it home? Or you got to be ridiculed by your own damn people? You can't even just be cool with people because people quick knock you down. And that's been a thing for so many years that needs to change. Yeah. I feel like it's getting even worse in 2021. I feel like nothing has got better. It's got even worser. It's more problems. It's more issues. We see more.
I feel like there's more black successful people now than there ever was, man. Yeah, I feel like it's less. I feel like it's less. Well, definitely in LA, there's less killing, less black on black crime. Bro, in the 80s and 90s here, bro, you know what time it is, bro.
Yeah, it was worse.
Come on, dog. I couldn't even walk up and down. Come on, bro. I ain't got banged on in months.
Years, nigga.
I can't even remember the last time someone walked up to me. Hey, homie, where you from? I ain't heard that in a minute. Remember in the 2000s and 90s, we heard that shit almost every day.
Yeah.
There was neighborhoods we couldn't go to, period, just because we didn't even bang. We couldn't even go to certain neighborhoods. Shit is wild, man. So I don't know. There's something I want to address up in the chat, man. Jabril said I was just shooting and police pull up on him and his homies just because he was shooting a video. Like, yo, what's going on? Rap music videos, police stay pulling. What's up? I know some drugs, guns. That shit is crazy, bro.
I just saw a lady just freaking she was on the video. She was walking in her neighborhood, and the lady came out talking about, you on my property. This is private property, and she's saying, you're on my property. You're not supposed to be over here. Why are you in this neighborhood in the first place? You don't even belong over here. She like, I live over here. I own that property over there, and I own that one over there. So what are you talking about? She said, no, you don't. You guys don't own nothing. You're not. Why would you own anything? Who would let you own anything? It's still bullshit out there, bro. And it's
Got
like
you.
it's
Got you. Loverboy Jones says, stop blaming everyone else for our problems.
Oh.
That doesn't really resonate with me because we still have to blame issues that we have. Systemic issues are in place that oppress us still to this day.
Yeah, facts.
So again, that is their fault.
Yeah.
But
But
day
certain
to day,
things,
day to day problems that we have,
Yeah.
like, I'm not blaming the white people why I'm unemployed. Motherfucker, there's so many jobs. Go get a job.
Or like the boy that I am fat. Like nah.
Right.
Nah. Well,
Fat,
I gotta
I'm
go
broke, I'm
to
unemployed.
McDonald's. I can't drive though, like all the way over there. Nah.
Right.
What you doing,
Bro, there's so many
Nah, you
supermarket entry level jobs.
Yeah. But they
Our-
don't want to take that ride.
Our
though.
people are pride people. A lot of niggas don't want to work them lower class jobs while the Mexicans be getting them in.
I want to run my. I want to run my own
Mexicans.
business.
But bro,
So I'm
it's
like, what the
stuff
frick?
like that. Like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah, I
blame the
can't-
system
yeah,
on why I
yeah.
ain't got a job or
Yeah,
why I
that
don't have
shit,
no
yeah,
money
that's
today, or you got to really put
Yeah.
yourself forward. But there are systemic like I will blame the system on why my son can't go to a nice school.
Facts. That,
Why is it that I can't get certain tax breaks? Why is it that I can't live in a certain neighborhood? These are type of situations that we deal with still, and it is their fault. TVTX89, $20 donation, Black Panther status. Thank you so very much, my friend.
Yo.
$20. He been on fire today. He says, I agree with Jody. Out of all races, it's hardest for blacks. However, I blame the media for making tensions between every race so bad. We all bleed the same blood.
facts.
Black Lives Matter organization raised over $600 million. Where did the funding go to?
And it needs to go.
That's a lot of money. I don't know
It
if
needs to go though, to that family, bro, though, who is the poster child of their movement. I think that's bullshit.
Goddamn.
And they don't get shit.
a lot,
That shit
though.
crazy.
600 million? Fall. Hey, man.
that's a lot of money.
That's some nigga shit, bro. 600 million come through. Niggas got mansions. What's happening? At the end of the day.
Gotta get them cars and chains out
Hey,
there, baby.
when you give black people money, them niggas, we go crazy. We don't. When are we gonna get money in
What
our lives?
is this?
I grew up in New Bugatti. Huh?
Oh wow.
Lambo, get the Corvette, my nigga.
Y'all like
What
that
can I do
Franco
with
chain,
this?
baby? Look at that Franco chain.
This is what I can do with this?
I had a dream I could buy my way into heaven.
I got
When I woke, I spent it on a necklace.
I got $1,000.
God,
I got
I
$1,000
That's
worth
crazy.
of earrings and shit in my ear, bro.
It's nigga shit, bro. Them niggas spinning that shit, bro.
Got a BMW and a Jaguar, baby.
I don't think it's hard to be black in 2021, but I like you were saying we're all different here. So
Triple combo.
where I come
Thank
from,
you.
and also my whole experience with being black here has been nothing but cool, you know. And I address all the stuff I see on TV.
You need to put a disclaimer out.
What?
Please
from
look at your
Belize.
camera
What?
and put a disclaimer to them.
What's the disclaimer? What are you talking
You know
about?
what it is. Say
Yeah.
it.
What are you talking about? I'm from Belize.
There you
Yes,
go. There you
yeah.
go.
Whatever.
Tell them where you from.
Whatever.
Tell them where you
I already
from.
told him I'm from Belize. Anyways, so even though
What's it like being from Belize?
man, it's trash, bro. You don't want to go down there. Don't go down there. Anyway.
Is it hell on earth?
All I have to say for
This
anybody
guy.
who's educated, you hear a third world country, don't visit.
That's where you from.
Anyways, tourism nice, tight, but don't live there. Anyways, for me, I feel like being black in this current year it's like E said, there's problems. I agree, but like you were saying, if you go back and you just went back a little bit, in my opinion,
yeah.
because
I was like in the 50s.
yeah, for me, I'm going back, way back. I'm like, I've only seen improvements. From plantations to today. I'm seeing improvements.
Facts.
So for me to say, based on the visuals, because where I grew up, it's a little different. But just the observation and the way you guys talk, and from the media, as he said, and the way it's portrayed in films and stuff like that, and just when you hear people talk, I have to say it's gotten better, and it is better. It's better. It's not great,
But is it hard to be black?
no, it's not hard. It's not by any means hard. You can do a lot as a black person, like a whole lot. Like you can literally be
Can we admit we can't do as much as whites?
Facts.
easy. Facts. You can
Maybe Asians
you can,
Asians too. Yeah.
I agree.
and Indian.
Facts.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
The rest of the race have it easier than
It's a
the
wealth
blacks.
gap. It's
I
a wealth
agree.
gap.
I agree
Indians
with
got
that
money,
too.
bro.
But you can make billions as a black person in America today. This is a thing. I mean, how you get there is a little question, but the point is you can get there.
A whole lot of kilos.
You can get there is my point, right?
Music.
You can-
Hey yo, we
You
about to
can-
make it happen up here,
That's
yo.
crazy.
You can get there. You can get there is my point. And there was a time when that wasn't even an option to get there. So I feel like it's easier, and I have to agree with you with the other races not accepting of blacks. But for me, it was always the older generation where I grew up.
Facts.
Because even where I come from, there was that with the Latinas, Mexicans, whatever you want to call
They
it.
still do that at birth, dog. They still do that right now with
It's
the
the-
newborn Hispanics.
Yeah, but it's the older ones. It's the older ones that cause that divide. I'm not saying there's younger ones that aren't like that, but it's because of the older ones.
I don't know, that
Like
shit
for
is just
example,
like
when
the Asian culture, bro.
like when I was even the Asians, when I was growing up, as kids, it would be we're all playing blacks, Mexicans, whoever. You'd be surprised where I come from. There's Asian kids. They speak no Chinese or whatever. I don't even know where they're from. They just speak like they're from my country. But anyways,
they know Asians anywhere that don't speak Asian.
But anyways, the point I'm making is it's not until you
It's a
meet
joke.
their,
It's
it's
a joke.
not until you meet their parents that you get that pushback. Well, for me anyways. And I feel like it's the same out here. You can go to the mall and you can see all different types of races. And if you're talking to a chick, like say she's in her 20s, yeah, you can find some racist people, but I'm saying you can holler at a chick from pretty much any race. She's in her 20s, and she's cool. She's either interested or not, but it's not about your race. But it's when you hit that parent, when you hit the grandparents, then you start getting the pushback. And even if she gives you pushback, it's because of them. You get what I'm saying? Because she know what they will be like once she takes you home, especially the Asians. You can't. The Asians, you can't. She know.
Hey,
She
bro,
know
hey,
you
just,
gonna be.
just for the record, bro. What happens when Lean bring home Devontae, bro, and she shows him to the parents?
Bro, you
What they
already
say?
know.
Oh shit, that's
You
funny.
are not my daughter. Get this demon out of my house.
Oh wow, get this demon
They
out
already
my house.
know to get down. She
Get
already
this
know.
demon out my house.
She
You are
already-
disowned.
Yes, she already know to get down. So she gonna keep you on the low, on the side, and you will never visit the family.
Shame
I'm
to
just
you.
saying.
Shame
So-
to your kids.
Shame on our family.
Yep.
You
Yep.
shame us all.
You have
Yep.
brought dishonor to
Yep.
this family.
So, you know,
That's funny.
you gotta be
Oh,
more
you
like your
dishonor
brother.
me.
Why can't you be more like your brother?
Yeah. All right, shout out to Makapeji. Thank you for the $5. He says, imagine being a Native American that can't gather more than 4 deep, or else you're considered a war party. oh, shoot.
Oh wow.
That's what he means by 4 deep. Damn.
Oh wow.
You can't get 4 natives. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine being a Native American that can't gather more than 4 deep,
Oh my
or else you're considered a war party and can legally be shot for being hostiles. Hey, bro, is it like that with the
There's
natives?
no way.
There's no way.
There's no
You can't. What do you
way.
mean you can't? Be, first of all,
Yes.
hey, I'll say this: y'all got your own shit. Y'all got y'all land.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got y'all casinos like a motherfucker. We're jealous. We still waiting on our 40 acres of that mule. Y'all got your casinos. A lot of y'all got generational wealth, but not
Reparation.
all Indians, not
They
all
should go
natives.
ahead- They should go ahead and
Yeah.
give the
Not all natives.
They should go ahead and give the blacks all of the South.
Bro, but why they do natives so dirty? Americans ain't shit to the natives.
Yeah, they did
bro.
them dirty.
Fuck.
Shit I heard.
Bro.
They didn't poke the knife and turn that shit and ripped it up and
Yeah,
pulled it out.
bro,
Like,
bro.
whoa,
That shit
whoa.
crazy.
That's
Why
some
would
foul
you?
shit.
They were like, remember, this is our land. Remember that? Shit. Whoa, whoa. Whose land
Oh
is
my
it?
gosh.
My land,
Oh
wrong
my gosh.
answer.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Whose land is it? Your land. Good. Oh, bro.
Still hit him with the knife.
Yeah, so they will never forget. Our land, not
Crazy.
yours.
That's crazy.
Remember that shit? That's cold
That is
shit.
some foul shit.
That's
but-
some cold shit.
Hey, they got their shit though. I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy that they got
Get a
they
little piece.
they got something, some acknowledgement
piece.
for the evil ways that we
That's
did.
tough too. Let me give a piece of what was already yours. Take this. It's like me taking your.
Hey, give me this table.
Yeah, give me
Here,
this
take this
shit.
little piece, nigga.
Eat on this side. What?
What?
This
That's
is my
crazy.
shit, bro. That's cold.
These some bullies out
Giving
here.
you the table scraps of your own shit. Table
A little
scraps.
while ago, this was Mexico.
Exactly.
United States said, "Hey, hey, homie,
Hey.
hey, what's up, dog?
Hey, y'all using
you
this?
want that?
Y'all not using this.
You need that, my nigga?
Yo.
Y'all not using that.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get that one.
Ice cold.
I was looking at the maps from centuries ago. I'm like, that shit look a lot different than today. God dang, ain't that a
Talk about
bitch?
some New
Yeah.
Mexico.
Melvin Graham, $15. He's coming with some heat. I see Sid B in the waiting room. We're going to Sid B. What are your thoughts on racial wealth gaps, though? Black people are at the bottom in every economic category in America. I don't like that shit, bro. I'm not for it. That's systemic oppression, bro. And I think that there need to be changes there. There needs to be changes in, lobbying and all that, laws and bills and all that to try to change them. Blah, blah, blah. But the system's corrupt, bro. And the system and the Constitution is tied up for us to be down at the bottom, bro. Because that shit was made while slavery was popping, bro. And they didn't even consider us a whole human. They considered us, what were we, 3/4 of human?
Yeah.
3/4 of a human? Hey, what type of shit is that, bro?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh, dang, he left. Cosmic says, my family went to Garcia Park for native tribal registration. It was so chaotic. Fuck.
Wow.
I think the Americans still be hunting these niggas, bro.
I hope
Oh, wow.
not. That's tough. On the low?
Bro, remember that bit from Paul Mooney? You let them tell you have Indians in your house. Ding dong. Yes, we've come for the Indians.
Oh, wow.
Fuck.
Oh, wow. God damn.
FBI, come right to your door. Ding dong. Hello? We've come for the Indians.
God damn.
Fuck. Sid B said, bro, I pulled up, but I would hear y'all and my mic. I couldn't hear y'all. My mic was messed up. No. Let's see if we can get you back in. Because you couldn't hear us because you weren't in the studio.
Oh, that's not true, bro.
Oh, fuck. You couldn't hear us because you were in the studio. Tarian's here. Tarian.
Oh, shit.
Tarian, you want to shed some light on the topic? Pull back in, Sid B. You couldn't hear us because you wasn't inside the actual call, bro. Tarian, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
What up, fam?
So you already knew I was gonna come up and say something.
Of course.
Hey, bro, it wouldn't have been a black discussion without you.
Yeah, I
bro.
welcome it.
Oh, yeah, Harvey. Yeah, I did see you, Harvey. Let me get to Harvey's donation as well. He was talking about E, I believe. Yeah, Harvey Narcissus, $10 donation. Thank you, because he wants to defend you, E. He says, what a bitch. I'm sorry that you and your family had to go through that, E, the stuff that you had to go through.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, she was stupid, bro. Karma's a bitch, though, in life. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming back.
What you do wrong to others come back to you
Facts.
tenfold, bro. So it's like what she did was wrong. And you know what? It just shows that how brainwashed a lot of people are in the world. How they parents or family, whoever did something to them corrupted. Because the way she was pathetic, bro. That was bad. I feel like my sister say all the time, if you don't like your job, then don't work here. But you should not treat people disrespectful, especially if somebody treating you with respect. That is a wrong way to do things, man.
I'm going to talk about the wealth gap just a little bit before. I know Tarian's going to have a lot to say to everything we say because this is what he does. And I have no problem bowing down to the man whose profession is in this. I'm definitely going to be listening to his insight, bro. So when it comes to like the wealth gap, it goes back to racism. It is what it is. But I'm of the mindset of this, man. We got to take what we could get, bro. I don't care that my white counterparts are getting 5 million when I'm getting 1.
Facts.
I know. I want to make as much as she making. I've been here longer. Cool. That's probably ethically wrong that they're doing that. Get your money though.
Yeah.
Like, it was a situation where they were like, well, but we're still paying you more than any other black person has been paid. Yeah, but you're not paying me as much as a white person.
Yeah.
And here's where I go. I'm like, I feel like that shouldn't be an issue. We are not treated equally to this day, systemically.
Facts.
With the even people might now depends on where you live. We are LA boys. It's a lot freer out here, bro. Even to this day.
Yeah.
So we can walk around and say what we want and be treated pretty much equally by people. But the laws, those old papers at City Hall. Them sheets is biased as a motherfucker.
Facts.
And them sheets are not equal, bro. We got to burn and change them bitches. And as long as them papers still exist, we need amendments, bro.
Careful.
What are the amendments, bro? That is a constitution that's trash that they had to amend
by white people
14 motherfucking times.
I know,
15. You know what I'm saying?
When you go around changing laws, you don't want to do it willy-nilly because...
Bro,
if
we
that's the
need
case,
some more amendments.
I got you, but if that's the case, they're going to start changing laws willy-nilly to not be in your favor.
I feel what
you're
saying.
It gets weird.
I feel what you're saying.
I always feel
I'm
like...
just going to say that, though. Go
Instead
ahead.
of us always, you know what, like, this is an issue that it's always with mine. We always get, you hear the black, white, Asian, Indian or whatever, and they call it American. Why didn't they just call everybody Americans? You know what I mean? That's what we are. We live in America. Call each other Americans, because when you put that race card on it or you put that in it, it's like you belittling the people, and you got a damn near people like you want to say in a freaking barn, or you got freaking like people in pig size or whatever. It's like when you naming every fucking body down thing, instead of having it like that, why not just call people what they are? We live in America, Americans.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because it just looks bad. You know, it's like, but they want to have that stigma on this, everything like that. You know what I mean?
But you do
Black.
that. You do that.
What do you mean?
What you're talking about? I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm saying people do it regardless.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it was like already taught and
Like if I
put
told you
upon
my
us, it
girl
said
was,
it's
if I
American.
told you my girl was American, you'd say, I thought your girl was Mexican.
No, but
But she was born here.
Yeah, you do it.
Right.
Yeah, you're guilty of it too.
Because I'm guilty from the bullshit that was put on me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
not-
if
You
it
have
was
to stop the cycle and
if-
stop it
if-
with yourself. If you want to make the world a better place, look at yourself in the mirror and make the change. Get freak out of here. Eat with that shit. Knock Shadow
right,
says,
he's
"Is
right.
it hard being black in 2021? Yes. Is it harder than any other time? No. I don't think so, because we seem to be getting more support from white people than we had back then. Technology helps expense a lot of things, so it's harder for people to ignore it." 100% agree with what Knock Shadow
Yeah, I
says.
agree with that.
A lot more
agree with
people
that.
are. Shout out to, that was like a needed, I'm not going to say needed, but the sacrifice that George Floyd put up there with
He
his
gotta be
life.
a
That
sacrifice to
symbol,
lime, he gotta be a
that was
sacrifice.
like a sacrificial lamb
Right,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
awareness of
yeah,
our
yeah,
freaking
yeah,
race,
yeah.
bro. Because no point did I ever see the world, and a lot of it has to do with technology, but the world, for the first time, I feel like, was really looking like, dang, niggers are dying. I don't believe it. Black people's in some trouble out there, and the shit is changing, bro. Like George Floyd's life in death is bigger than it ever would have been in life.
Right, and that's why
I
I hate
agree,
when
but it would be-
I hate when that, what's her name? I forget that black chick's name, that politician.
Oh, yeah,
whatever she-
Candace Owens.
when they start talking about who he was and what he did, I'm like,
Oh, yeah, Candace
So?
Owens.
you get what I'm
It's
saying?
about the symbol, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, so
It's about the symbol.
So
Yeah.
what?
He isn't a hero though, but
Yeah, I'm like,
but
if a serial killer died and it started a good movement,
started change,
it's a great
it's a good
movement.
thing.
So what? What the?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so at this time, we're going to go ahead and get some
Serial
commentary from my
Yeah, I'm
man
just
Tar
being
and Rain, bro.
go Tyrone.
Go ahead, Ty. Do your thing.
Well, y'all already know where like I pretty much stand when it comes to this particular topic, and it's like a very deep discussion to have. Like it will probably take months, probably years to really dissect all of this stuff. And a lot of stuff has been talked about. There's a lot of stuff that still needs to be talked about, and the conversations definitely will be had. And first of all, shout out to you, Jody, for even bringing this to the forefront, because
you.
like I know
Facts,
that
facts.
because in 2021, this is still seen as a controversial discussion. Crazy, right? Like this is still seen as quote unquote controversial or a risky thing to talk about. But I do it all the time, and it's like I'm pretty much used to it. I'm immune to it now, and it is what it is. And y'all are right. This is definitely a systemic thing. It's deeper than the surface. It's deeper than being called the N-word. It's deeper than, you can't come into a certain place and everything like that. When you get to the systemic portion of it, you're now getting to the core. You're underneath it. Now you see where everything is at, or where it started at, and where it has expanded or expound out to even to present day. As some of you know, and I know someone in the chat mentioned it, I'm currently doing a series of videos on my channel called Sundown Towns, where basically that was a time where black people could not go to a certain place after a certain time. Sometimes they couldn't even go there when the sun was up. They just weren't allowed to be there. And I recently did one 2 weeks ago where a person from the state that I'm in literally experienced the Sundown experience in 2021. So Sundown Town still exists. I actually did a couple of them for the state of California. Did you know Burbank was once a Sundown Town?
No.
I didn't know, but I believe it.
Didn't. And see, the thing is, Burbank is more known for, Hollywood and celebrities and everything like that. But it used to be a sundown town, and the sundown town actually used to be ran by the Klan. The KKK used to be out in California. They had a whole hub and everything out there in Cali. So the Klan did not just exist in the South. It started in the South, but it didn't just stay there. They expanded in Cali. They did actually have Klan members in Cali. At one point in Burbank was one of those locations.
Did you know that of course you knew this, but I just recently found out a few months ago. The origin of the police,
With slave catchers.
the Klan.
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
Like they're
Yeah, the
basically
slave patrol.
slave
Yeah.
catchers are cops, bro. Like
Yeah,
the
they was-
police,
and that-
the police are. Their history is rooted in slavery.
Fuck.
It's rooted in oppression, bro.
God
Keepers of
damn.
the peace, though.
The
What's going
police
on?
force.
White
God.
peace.
And it makes
And
sense
when
when
you
you
think
see Birth
about-
of a Nation, that canceled movie.
That's him.
Bro, what happens when the white people are getting attacked? Here come the police. And it's not the police, it's the Klan to save the day.
Oh wow, it's the Klan.
And, see, and
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
glad that you
That's
mentioned birth. I'm glad you mentioned Birth of a Nation. Now, mind you, we're not talking about the Nate Parker version of it with Nat Turner. We're talking about the D.W. Griffith version back in the early
The teens.
1900s.
Yeah.
And basically, that movie was basically to clean up the image of the Klan because they had a bad image, and that movie was supposed to make them
look
appear
like
to be heroes.
Yeah.
And that's what actually made the Klan reemerge back out into the public the way that they were for so long, was because of that movie. Do you know that that movie is actually like in the Library of Congress somewhere, like there as like helmed up as one of the greatest movies of all time, when I clearly can tell you that is one of the worst, if not the worst movie that was ever made.
I believe.
Period. Like, and it's 3 and the movie is like 3 hours long. I couldn't even get the 5 minutes of it. It's that bad.
Yeah, I had to watch it for film school.
Like that movie right there is what painted black men as the big black boogeyman.
The big lips.
That's
and black
the movie.
hair, bro.
That's the movie right there. That movie right there kicked off so many stereotypes towards black people. That movie right there. That
Definitely.
movie in particular. Like, I mean, if you have the stomach to sit through it, good luck. But if you can't, I completely and wholeheartedly agree. That was a propaganda piece. Like, that literally is the definition of a propaganda piece.
Absolutely. TVXTX89 wants to shed some light on this, Tareen, as well. He says, look at the drug laws. Coke is less time than being caught with crack. Even though Coke is more pure. Our current president wrote the federal crime bill. Coke
He did.
You get less time for Coke than being caught with crack. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they set it up like that
You know what I'm
strategically
saying?
because they said, and they set it up like that because black people were known more to get caught with crack because it was easier to get than cocaine, because cocaine was seen as the rich drug, cocaine was seen as the poor drug. So they were so basically, if you were caught with crack and you were black, you didn't. Okay, I'll put it like this.
Is that
you know
racist? Is that racist though? Do we feel like that's racist? Like
That's racist.
Yeah, definitely.
like
Yeah,
the
most
niggas wear
definitely.
crack. Let's put the strict laws on there.
Yeah,
But let's
And
look
you
at
have
the.
and you have it all.
And not
in
only
places to get a black man caught up. I think that's kind of it's a trap.
But look at the effects of
a
Coke
trap.
versus crack. Crack make you trip out. Coke, you could just operate and live in society. Everybody does that shit. You know what I mean?
Still tripping
Yeah.
out. You still
and also this, because look at what's going on right now. There is a whole opioid epidemic going on right now that's mainly affecting white people. And what do they get? They get rehab. They get commercials and ads. Black people, when they were caught with crack, they got jail time or death, and some of them died in jail. So like, there's the thing right there. And then the whole war on drugs type of thing that was ushered in back in the 80s, that was nothing more but getting drugs into black neighborhoods to pretty much extinguish those out. It's people in neighborhoods still to this day that are suffering because of the effects of that. So when you hear people talk about crack babies and stuff, all of that came from that time, and people are still are affected by it. You can see it in their face, even if they've never done it. It's just because they were birthed out of that situation. Back in 1985 in Philadelphia, there was this group called MOVE, which was basically a black organization. They were basically about black leadership and gathering the community together in Philadelphia. In 1985, do you know that by the order of the city's government, and by the mayor or whoever that was at the time, ordered for them to drop a duffel bag of C4 on the house where those people live? They dropped a bag of C4 on a residential neighborhood in 1985 and killed all those people in there. And whoever was still alive and was able to crawl out of that, they did not make it, because on the other side were cops with guns, and whoever they saw move, they shot and killed them.
Shit.
That doesn't matter if they was a man, woman, or a child.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
That's wild.
And that was in 1985. Do you know how recent that is? We're not talking about
Man, my
back
birth
in the
year, that
early
was 36
1900s.
years ago.
Birth year too.
that's crazy.
Exactly.
35,
and the thing
36
is,
years ago.
and the thing is, that's not even talked about. I don't even think they even rebuilt that place up. And what's so bad about it is they only dropped the duffel bag of C4 for one house, but C4 is such a powerful explosion. It ended up ruining a lot of houses there that wasn't even part of Move. So a lot of people got displaced or they got affected by it, and they never built that place back up again. It's still there, like in rubble.
You know,
Harvey Narcy say $10 donation. Shout out to Harvey. Thank you, Harvey. He says, I had a general manager that did not like that a black man was a district manager and told him what to do. Some other races are jealous off the black success story.
that's true.
Facts. He have all of the odds
That's true.
stacked against him. How does he still win? Fuck.
You know what's crazy to me is like we always hear
That's
about
true,
how black
Harvey.
people, how they were calling black people animals and black people are monkeys and all this type of shit. But you hear about these white other races, you know, with people in their closets, in their walls, buried, cut up heads in a freezer, and black people are the ones who are the animals. That shit is nuts to me. How you hear about that? They always have all these guidelines for black people, but what about their own? They be
That's
the
the
worst of
oppression,
the
bro.
worst, bro. They be the worst of the worst. You hear about them killing, what, Jim Jones and them? What they did? Come on, man. Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
Jim Jones
all
story
of
is
them,
crazy.
You know, you hear about all these people that you know, but all of these people that did these crazy things, and with black people, they are still the monsters. That's
And a lot of times
freaking
they're seen as
pathetic.
heroes.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're seen as heroes. And then you also look at what else is going on now with marijuana. Now marijuana is legalized all over the place, but you still have black men in jail for a little dime bag of weed. And you know you got them in jail serving murder sentences for something that comes from the earth. Meanwhile, you have people out here who are white who have committed some of the most heinous crimes, and they get a slap on the wrist.
Right. Melvin Graham, he's back. $10. Shout out to you,
$10.
Melvin. Thank you, Melvin. He says, thank you for having this much needed convo. Much love, and you will always have my support. Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
bro. I
Thank you.
appreciate you, man.
Thanks, bro.
It's always good to have a supporter up in this motherfucker, bro. Carl, he says, Woodrow Wilson also endorsed Birth of a Nation as a factual piece of cinema that also perpetuated the growth and expansion of the Klan.
Oh hell, I
Hey,
don't know what
sometimes,
that.
hey,
Yeah.
man, it be like that, bro. It's a hard struggle out here, and even though with all that being said, bro, is it harder being black in 2021 than most than probably all? Yeah, sure. Challenging, yeah. For me personally, I'm gonna say no. Code,
For
Yes
me
or no?
personally, no.
E,
Yes.
X,
No.
Tarian.
Yes.
All right. See, that's really mixed and diverse, bro. So thank you guys so very much. Thank you to Tarian, man. You already know you can check out Tarian's channel. Tarian Rain Reloaded has a lot of content over there for you guys. If you like topics like these about the black culture, go ahead and feel to check it out. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We out. Deuces.
Like, comment, subscribe, you guys. Thumb up that video. Free 99 all day. Don't forget to share and show love to the JC family. Let us know what you think about it. You like it, you don't like it. Let us know what you think.
Do it.